Well, hello guys, Tronsis here. Today we're back with student transfer. And guys, I'm just gonna say this right now, okay? I'll be changing the title of my videos of every single student transfer videos. I'll be changing them and I'll be dividing them into section because I realized that people get confused and think that the part where Yui died is actual canon. Well, it's actually not. It is a fan. It is a fan made route. It's just scenarios, okay? It's just scenarios that made by Apple Melon, another YouTuber and scenario developer. So yeah, I'll be also making a new playlist for student transfer and student transfer scenarios. So if you guys might be hearing me saying it's part 13, well, it's actually part 7 or part 6 like that. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry because I get so many people confused. Like, why the heck you die and then return and stuff like that. So I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll be changing the title to student transfer scenarios for the one for the UE Elbow continuation and student transfer to the main game to the transfer timeline or whatever you want to call this. So yeah, let's start it. The first thing I heard was a soft whispering in my ear. John, come on, wake up! Oh, I'm without moving my bed. Sorry. Without moving from my bed, I only managed to figure out it was a voice that was calling me out. So I wasn't sure whose. I'm serious. John, something happened. Get up now. Mom, is that you? The voice made a small but annoyed grunt before speaking again. If I say yes, would you kindly get up? Maybe. What's for breakfast? Oh, for the love of wake up! Wow! Oh, the mix of loud yelling and a sudden pull on the sheets made me jump out of the bed in a flash. What's going on? My confusion grew even bigger upon seeing a maid standing in my bedroom with an angry look on her face. Moreover, I also noticed how my body and clothes felt strange as well, and I immediately looked down to check things out. Hmm. And to my shock, the view was blocked by two pastel-colored mounts. Eh? Boobs? Why do I have... Oh, wait, right. Then, just a few seconds later, my memories of the previous night came to me and I remembered who I had woken up as, what room this was, and who the person in front of me was. Okay, but before I spoke again, I let go a prolonged yowl. Morning, Elizabeth. For some reason, I didn't really know. Elizabeth was staring daggers at me. Is something wrong? Hmm. Apart from the fact that Cassie hasn't shown up yet, and she's not answering her phone. Not at all. What? I vigorously rubbed my eyes as I finished fully waking up, having to move the strings of hair that waved in front of them many times in the process. John, Cassie was supposed to arrive here a while ago, but for some unknown reason, she cut all communication half an hour ago. I wonder what could have happened to Cassie. While I ran her words through my still waking mind, I could see the content plastered over Elizabeth's face. Right. We were supposed to meet here at her place before school started, but what's with her sudden disappearance? I wonder about that too. Did the alien take her? What time is it now? A quarter past 8. Huh? That's late. In fact, I should be in class right now. Why didn't I wake up sooner? I was supposed to wake you up when she got here, but unfortunately that never happened. Wow, thanks Elizabeth, really helped. Damn it, Cassie. After I jumped out of the bed, I began stretching out in Cassie's body. My arm went first, followed by my legs and back. Oh, this is definitely different from waking up on my bed. Haven't slept so well in weeks. However, I had to adapt some of my movement to this body shape. Despite being more flexible than I imagined, Cassie's breast wouldn't stop hindering nearly any movement I did. Yeah, definitely different. Okay, let's see. Once I had finished, I focused my thoughts into speculating about Cassie's whereabouts. How was she supposed to get here in the first place? I called the service we used last night to pick her up and bring her. However, when they got there, they were told that your mother and John had already left. Told by whom? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Your sister, apparently. Holly hasn't left for college yet? That's odd. I believe she has her first class around 10. She shares only one period with Cassie on Fridays. And why do you sound so confused about this? I assume you and Cassie had already planned your meeting beforehand. Yeah, well, we only said swap back here in the morning. We didn't go much into detail though. I guess we should have. Are you sure about that? She told me she sent you some text messages last night explaining exactly what I'm telling you. We did chat, yes, but we didn't. Oh. A sudden silence took over the room as I remembered the many texts from Cassie I had decided to ignore the previous night. That might have been, that might have been a mistake, just mine. You did check your phone before going to sleep, didn't you? If by that you mean vaguely glance through Cassie's barrage of texts, then yes. But I rushed to the night table and quickly grabbed my phone, which displayed a message saying several unread texts on its screen. John, a large wall of text composed of many smaller ones, appeared when I unlocked it. Oh boy. I scrolled down the message, reading them as fast as I could, looking for an answer to our question about Casey, John, and providing Elizabeth of a valid reason for my poorly thought acts. 1 second. Dot dot dot. Crap, here they are. Indeed, the chat was filled with messages regarding our plans to return to our bodies as we had a card. However, the phone displayed that the texts regarding that matter were received at around 2 a.m. 2 a.m. While the first part consisted mainly of that, the most of recent texts were Casey rambling about how she had been following my morning routine, whatever. Judging from these texts, she apparently was doing well until mom caught her heading the wrong way to school. She thought I was trying to ditch school and took Casey with her. Finally, after going through all of them, I was able to rapidly come up with a summary of Casey's one-sided text conversation. Okay, Dan, would you like the bad news or the good news first? It does not matter as long as the good news is actually good. The bad news is that our plan didn't go exactly as we wanted. I would dare to say it was more an utter plan, utter failure. No, what did I just read? Okay, I guess I'm gonna read it again. I would dare to say it was more an utter failure from a lack of commitment on your side. But go on. Hey, your plan can't fail if you don't even know what you have planned, right? However, the good news is that, apart from countering amount of threats against me and the integrity of my body, I'm positive about where she is now. Her face brightened up a little after hearing my words. Oh, that is certainly good. Where is she then? She's probably taking my math class at school. At school, huh? So she's at your school. She's at school grounds. Why would she ever go there? I proceed to give Elizabeth a brief explanation of the events that led her friend into getting stuck in my first period class. After discussing my most recent text for a bit, came to the conclusion that Casey would effectively have to be there. I see. So the only concern left to allocate it would be why she isn't answering her phone. Her last text was just before the class started, which means she can't use the phone right now, or shouldn't. At least, some teachers tend to confiscate them if a student isn't paying attention or is distracting others. Oh no! Elizabeth suddenly started pacing around the room with a worried look on her face. What's the matter? Knowing how frequently Cassie uses her phone, having it taken from her sounds extremely likely and fitting in this case. Ah, yo, what's wrong with my mic? Something's wrong with my mic. Hold on. Dude, something just went wrong with my mic. I don't know what is it. What is this? Oh man, this is gonna ruin my recording, but I think I'm gonna have to cut that all out. Oh, sorry. Great. How do we coordinate the swap then? I look at the device on the night table, and the green light on its battery meter instantly drew a smile on my face. Phew, one thing less to worry about, out of many others. Well, our alien tool seems to be ready for action, so we only need to arrange the time and place. Elizabeth continued to walk back and forth the place while softly mumbling some unintelligible words to herself. Finally, she sighed in frustration and returned to her spot in front of me. Assuming that we are unable to communicate with her, I would say our best option is to meet with her during lunchtime. You'll both be done with your morning classes, and there will be more than enough spare time. Wait a second. Something about her plan sounded fishy to me, despite her seeming so determined about it. What do you mean both? Since Cassie is unwillingly filling in for you at your school, it would be fair if you mirrored her situation until noon. It might not sound like the most appealing solution, but it's something we can stick to regardless. I opened my eyes in astonishment to Elizabeth's statement. I'm sorry, but this was not part of the plan. And neither was Casey attending school. Elizabeth, can you don't like other people's life? I mean, you are a great chef and a good mate, but come on, let John chill, man. You really want me to go to college as her, to listen to her professor, take notes, socialize, and all of that? Precisely. You'll get a glimpse of the superior education system from a sophomor's point of view for a while. While what she was suggesting made sense on the surface, impersonating Casey in such a public setting was a serious concern. She can't be serious, can she? How am I supposed to pull that off? And besides, I still have to deal with the holy issue. Elizabeth, no offense, but that seems too risky. What's more, I don't even think Cassie would agree with you if she was here. You're forgetting that her body is also my responsibility, and I'm not letting a setback like this disrupt or compromise Casey's daily activities beyond what the three of us had already established. Even though you might be right about Casey declining the option of a teenage boy walking around campus in her shoes, it's it's my job to make sure she doesn't skip classes or extracurricular what the heck is that? Extracurricular activities. Yeah, but I'm not her. You look like her though, which is enough in this case. But I barely know anything apart from the stuff she wrote in her notes, and they were mostly names of the guys she found cute. Oh, sorry. I can give you a crash course on the matter, if necessarily. What things to do, what to avoid, and what to pay attention to. But what if her serious look had stayed the same throughout the whole negotiation, and despite my efforts to convince her, it showed no evident sign of budging? You're not taking no for an answer, are you? That is correct. What about Holly? Don't you want me to go and fix what happened between you three? I mean, that's the main reason we're in this mess. What's more, I might even need you for that. Hmm. She hummed skeptically for a few seconds before answering back. I would be lying if I said I'm not worried about Holly, but what are you planning on doing exactly? I'm still thinking about it. I guess talk to her in a friendly tone or something. Or maybe use the alien remark to erase her memory. So just talking. No, erase her memory. Yep, if that's all you have to do, then there's just the perfect place for you to talk. Oh, where's that? Take a guess. The change in her tone of voice made it easy enough for me to notice that she was insinuating an important point from our previous conversation topic. Oh, the university. See, don't you agree it's the best option we have for now? Come on, help me think of something else, please. Fine. But in the meantime, Elizabeth walked to the bedroom's door, and when she opened it, she gestured for me to follow her. Let's get you ready, regardless of what you do. You can't go out to the world in pajamas. Oh, right. I looked down for a second to take a better look at the nightgown I had worn to sleep. It had turned out to be amazingly comfortable, though I wasn't sure if that was due to the actual clothing or Casey's body being just that pleasant for sleeping. I mean, John, you have the remote. Just turn yourself into a girl version of yours. What is it? Jin, right? Yeah, just turn into Jin. At least it's an improvement from wearing my school uniform to bed. We had already started walking down the hallway and turned a couple of times before either of us talked again. So, what's regular morning for Casey like? What kind of fancy extra vegan routine does she follow every day? Believe it or not, she starts her day like every woman her age, by taking a bath. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, once again, I found myself in the same recurring predicament of dealing with Cassie's body intimacy. In this case, regarding a basic form of personal hygiene. John, you've gone all red. Oh, sorry. John, you've gone red all of a sudden. What's the matter? Uh, I, I mean, people usually get naked when bathing, and oh, you know what? You know what I mean. How can you say it so casually? Honestly, it's very likely she has done the same in your body before leaving your house. I could feel my face glowing with embarrassment through the thought of Cassie watching and rubbing every part of my naked body in the shower. Not helping. You've used the toilet and changed clothing as Casey already, and both are considerably personal activities. Besides, I already assume you did take a peek at her body last night before you fell. Elizabeth, no man. Sorry. A peek. A pretty fulfilling one, I'd say. The vigorous masturbation session of the previous night and its chaotic ending still roam my mind, enhancing my uneasiness towards the man. I'm not disappointed or anything. I know it's only natural for a boy to feel curious about a woman's body. I let you sleep in a room by yourself. I probably should have known it was inevitable in the end. In that moment, wait. Us? You're besting with me? Oh no, not at all. I meant that I'll be there to keep an eye on you and lend you a hand, which you'll likely need. Oh, okay. Not that I don't trust you, but I want to make sure you know how to properly clean Cassie's body. Well, though it might be a different body, I have taken baths before. It's really just washing and cleaning. There's not much science behind it. Oh, it's far more than that. Oh, it's far more than just that. It is a very meticulous and fussy ritual that, if done properly, result in a soothing treat for a woman's skin and hair. Dude, I don't know what's wrong, but my mind just went crazy all of a sudden this night. Either she really likes bath, or she's making it sound way more ominous than it actually is. Now, please, let's not waste any more time and get going. Okay. We walked a few more meters before going into the same modest bathroom I had been last night, which I was told later by Elizabeth was also one of the finest rooms in the whole mansion for bathing and relaxing despite its humble size. Holy shit! Okay, so I need to censor that. Good job. Good job. Stripping naked with Elizabeth next to me was utterly uncomfortable, but that feeling only lasted for a minute or two before I stepped into the tub, which was being pumped with hot water. The maid poured a handful of fancy bath salt in it. As she sat next to me, I laid back on the white porcelain and observed how the room was slowly floating in steam. The hot surrounding very inches of Casey's body felt remarkably different to anything I had ever experienced before while taking a shower. It felt as if I was melting and becoming one with the water. Okay, guys, for some reason I'm seeing right now, my mind is going crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to post this video, guys. So I need to cut some part, and I need to censor this part. Regardless of how eager I was to explore the possibilities and sensation these circumstances had to offer, I didn't dare to make even a single move that could be misinterpreted by Elizabeth. She was keeping a close eye on me at all times. Okay, guys. So I wish I could show you guys what is it. What you know what I mean. But I cannot, so I have to censor this. However, the tension of trying to remain still quickly faded as she began to scrub my back, and not before handing me a sponge. Even if I knew she couldn't see my expression, I tried to keep a poker face as I rubbed the soap around and sponge against Casey's body. Hello, can you hear me, Mike? Test, test. Okay, it seems fine now. Yeah, it's still going crazy. I quickly became a fan of how amazing it felt to do that all over Cassie's chest, hips, arms, legs. I couldn't imagine how good could a bath feel until that moment. Finally, she handed me double the amount of towels I would normally take, and she insisted I should use them all. Once we were both done, we headed back to Cassie's bedroom to get some fresh clothes for myself. Oh no, I want to say that a little bit longer. Elizabeth quickly dashed from one drawer to another, piling up perfectly tied clothes on top of the bed for me to put on. In theory, it should be fairly easy task to do. But putting it in practice proved to be more challenging than I had anticipated. Damn, this stupid bra! I spent the next few minutes struggling with the complexities of female underwear, and Casey's voluptuous proportions weren't exactly convenient from my lack of experience. But that didn't stop me from trying to look like I knew what I was doing in front of someone else. John, it's perfectly fine if you ask me for help. That's why I'm here. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. This is not okay. Why don't face like that? I think got it. Thanks anyway. Sure thing. Given I was too embarrassed to say that I had zero experience with female underwear, I continued to decline Elizabeth's help. Okay. Aha! There it is. And it only took me 7 tries. John, I'm afraid to tell you that's not how Brassier's clips are buckled. And your Cassie's breasts are dangerously loose. I can't speak today, I don't know why. And the mic is going crazy and that's not helping. It just makes me so stressed right now. Please stay still for a second. Give me a break. Are you sure this can actually fit into it? But ultimately I had to leave my pride aside as the maid jumped to my aid, fixing the entirety of the mess I had been making with just one movement. Better? Yeah. The hardest part had already passed, and before I knew it, I had successfully dressed from head to toe. Yay! Congratulations, John! Oh my. You look ravishing, John. Eh, thank you. Though I would have preferred some pants this time. I turned around and looked at the cute girl in the mirror who was staring back at me. My eyes drifted all over her body, stopping for a few moments on each part of her clothing. The orange blouse and the flower pattern top highlighted the features of her upper part generously, and the cleavage was lavish enough to become potential center of attention. And just above the knee, green skirt proved to be just as fresh and comfortable as the silk dress, maybe more, though I still felt pretty exposed with it. Wow. In any case, I was amazed at how beautiful I was, making Casey look. With a shape like this, she could easily pass a or even get a job as one. She's truly very good looking. Indeed, she has been blessed with the gift of beauty and a kind heart. I gently jiggle my torso sideways and watch how Cassie's breast bounce at the motion. Despite being tightly held in place by the bra. That's a massive charm! Nice saving there, John. Hmm, I thought so. Elizabeth didn't look amused at all, so I rapidly changed the subject before her mood got worse. Hey, quick question. I don't see any pockets in this skirt. What do I use to carry stuff? I have taken the liberty to prepare a spacious enough purse to store the device, your cell phone, and other essential belongings. With a cute movement of her hand, she fetched an expensive-looking handbag out of the main pouch of her attire and handed it to me. What do you mean by essential belongings? You'll see it's already there. I opened the purse and took a quick look inside. Effectively, the device and my phone were stuck on one side of the bag while the rest of it was stuffed with lipstick, eyeliners, and other makeup related items. Do women who carry all this stuff around seriously get to use? Wait, is that a tampon? What's the matter? Um, I don't even know what half of these are. They're meant for Cassie once you switch places back with her. Believe me, she'll want to have to do some touch up as soon as she herself again. That's a shame. She already looks pretty without any makeup. I certainly share your views upon that. I'm afraid that won't save you from getting at least some basic foundation and soft mascara. I guess it was inevitable, huh? Wasn't it? The underlying aversion in my sight was enough for Elizabeth to quickly notice it. Come on, John. It's not nearly as terrible as you imagine it is. Okay, fine, but let me have something to eat first. Of course, that's the idea. So, are we done here? Almost. She pointed with her hand at a pair of sandals lying by the foot of the bed. But, no, why did I just say but? That's put. It's an, ah, I need to cut this out, man. Put on those and join me at the dining room when you're done. I'll start heating up the breakfast. Sure. You do remember the path there, don't you? Yeah, it's just backtracking the same path from last night after all. Deep down, I wish I was as sure as I sounded, hoping that my overconfidence didn't betray me. Good, see you in a minute. Once the maid had left, I sat on Casey's bed and proceeded to put on footwear which turned out to be oddly comfortable on his feet. However, I had only taken a couple of steps in them when the first stomach growl of the morning manifested upon me. I could really use a bowl of cereal right now, or maybe some bacon. And if Elizabeth's cooking again, whatever she's making out to be I was still taking my first step in the sandals when a foreign but somehow familiar object suddenly caught my attention. A rather small piece of clothing that was hanging by the chair's ear. Huh, isn't that Casey's hat? The one she found the other night if I recall correctly. Upon closer inspection, I confirmed the suspicions that her transferred memories were giving me. Yeah, it is. Though it looks like a regular hat to me, I don't know why it's so special for her. Out of curiosity, I placed it on the top of my head and tuck some of Casey's hair into it so it wouldn't fall down so easily. I look at myself in the mirror again to appreciate the subtle change in the outfit that the accent made. Well, it's not a big difference honestly, but it does look nice on her. Perhaps she wouldn't be so mad if at me if I showed up wearing her favorite hat, or maybe the exact opposite happens and she gets really mad if I do wear it. Um, I wonder. She didn't specify anything in her notes about it though. I wavered for a few moments before making up my mind on this Scrooge Danger hat dilemma. Keep it on, put it back. I think keep it on. Cassie do look cute with that. Whatever, I'll take it. Although me wearing her hat is probably the last thing going through her head right now. I patted the headwear and stuffed some extra hair in it a couple of times before leaving the room. After a short walk through the second floor's hallway, I found myself walking down the mansion's main stair, and soon after that I finally arrived in the kitchen. I was greeted by the same large table from last night, this time brimming with croissants, toast, and many other various breakfast foods. Oh, damn! What's with the buffet? Would you like some tea or coffee, miss? What? What? What happened to Elizabeth? Miss? Er, John. Well, even though I kinda prefer that over lady, what's with the sudden formality? Sorry, I thought it was Cassie's mother. Oh, she's here? If you haven't come across her on your path here, then no. I checked her door before coming downstairs just in case and it was closed, so she must still be sleeping. And unfortunately, Miss Wright left for work a couple of minutes ago, so it's safe to say its coast is clear. Wait a minute, guys, wait a minute. Damn it. Phew! I can't believe I have been successfully avoiding them so far. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. She could join us any moment. So I suggest you don't tarry much when having your breakfast. Okay, okay, I'll have some tea, please. Some coffee, I mean. Sure, take a seat. Oh, and Elizabeth looked at me in confusion while she phrased her words. Why are you wearing that beret? I remember putting it among the pile of clothing. I saw it lying around and I got a bit curious. If you want, I'll put it back. Dude, it's look great on you. Well, on her. I'm just surprised, that's all. Okay, then I'm keeping it. Without wasting any more time, Elizabeth walked me to the same spot I had sat last night and poured the hot beverage into the mug that was in front of me. The table looked as if I had every breakfast for the entire week before to choose from scrambled eggs, toast, bacon, cereal, and more, but ultimately a delicious pair of croissants for the lucky ones that won their way to my stomach. However, during the relatively short time, the subject of Holy had bugged my mind continuously. I still didn't know what solution I could put to that problem, but I did know that I would end up facing my sister one way or another. Explaining what truly happened was the right thing to do, but definitely not the most alluring one. And I didn't trust the borrowed memories of their discussion last night enough to alter Holly's memory with the device. That left me with the option I felt most comfortable with, trying to clarify the events between my sister and Cassie whilst being in this body. I wondered how I would manage to pull that off though. If if everything else failed, I decided that the bitter truth would be my last resource. After all, I had a whole day ahead of me get things back to normal. Once I was done with breakfast, before going to the main hall, we took a short detour and stopped by the nearest washroom to get my makeup done. And after what I felt was an eternity of Elizabeth struggling to apply a very thin layer of foundation and lipstick on my face, we finally arrived at our original destination. See, that wasn't so bad, and now Cassie looks gorgeous. Give me a break. So even if it's just a little blush and all, it suits her face really well. Talking with a makeup on was an odd sensation at first, especially around the lips. But I get used to it rather quickly, or at least that's what Elizabeth said. So, did you enjoy your short stay in the right residence, John? My stay. In that moment, I realized I hadn't stopped to truly reflect upon the time I had been in this place. I guess I didn't really stop to see how different this big of high class lifestyle it is. It's up and downs, mostly ups. I pondered for a few seconds before being able to provide a short but fulfilling answer. Well, it'd be very deceptive of me if I were to complain about anything, except maybe being spied on by the hostess. Oh, are you talking about that moment before dinner, during your awful impersonation of Cassie? I felt the heat of a light blush brushing my bored cheeks. Yeah, at first I had thought you were just talking to yourself, but when I heard very particular oh I decided to check out what was going on. Out of all the stupid things I said, and you look so submerged into the role. I didn't want to interrupt you right away, so I just enjoyed the little show for a bit. Plus, it's not any different from you spying on us at your home, is it? Isn't it? Hey, that's out of context. Elizabeth let go alongside before speaking again. Anything else? Apart from that really minor nitpick, I had a very good time indeed, and well, I can't complain at all. Honestly, I couldn't tell much different from a five-star hotel. Not that I had ever been to one though. Oh, John, don't worry, John. We'll get you a hot of we got you like a one. Why can't I speak English today? Okay, guys, let me try this again. Okay, let me try this again. Just one more time. Don't worry, John. We'll get you a five-star hotel sometimes. I appreciate the compliments. Thank you. And thankfully, I managed to not fuck up too much. Hey. But sorry if I did anyway. It's fine. You behaved surprisingly well and made my job relatively easier, contrasted to my expectation. Eh? Thanks. I tried to think about what other relevant things to say to Elizabeth, but my mind kept coming back to the most concerning matter of the moment beside Casey's whereabouts. Elizabeth, I think I know what to do with Holly. Oh, do you? Okay, this is interesting. I wonder, what would John do with Holly? What do you guys think? Comment down below right now. And this will be the end of student transfer. Just kidding, just kidding. We'll keep going, we'll keep going. Oh, splendid. I'm all ears. Good. Because if I'm going to college, I need you to come with me. Oh, the smile on her face disappeared as fast as it had come, as fast as it came, and was rapidly replaced by a worried look. I retract the splendid part. What? Why? I believe I can make things up with Holly if I calmly talk to her, but it'd be best if both of her friends show up instead of only me. I would like to, John, believe me, but I have some chores and errands to take care of. I'm working right now, after all. Come on, I thought you would follow Cassie's everywhere she went. Mornings are the exception, and some of her extracurricular activities. Can't you postpone the meeting for later? But if I do that, then I would have already switched with Cassie, and my plan requires me being her. Have you considered facing your sister as your regular self and giving one long but true explanation of the event? It's the most sensible option, in my humble opinion. Okay, Elizabeth clearly don't get it. For some unknown reason, Holly doesn't even have the feeling to love John as a brother. I don't know what's happened. It was stated that John and Holly was close when they were younger, but then something happened. I'm not too sure. If anybody know this, what's the story behind Holly and why she's so sad and all, please comment down below. Yeah, but I don't want her to be mad at me. Our sibling relationship is already not the best, and this would only make things worse. Exactly. That will only make things worse. So I suggest, how about we postpone the body swapping first, and we'll switch back in 3 days, 2 days like that. We can meet up with Cassie and then go to see Holly in the evening. We can switch back tomorrow. What's the rush, man? It's not like the remote gonna run away. The remote is still with you, John. These apparently unforeseen flaws in your plan don't speak so well about the time you spent crafting it. You should have thought better before fiddling so carelessly with that device. I know, I got it the first time, no need to remind me. Elizabeth turned around as she grabbed her phone from one of her apron pockets. I phoned the cab as last night. I phoned the same cab as last night. Take you to the university campus. So we are going to university and she's not coming with me. Okay, I'm not gonna fix things with Holly then. Easy. You wanna fix things with Holly or not? Like, just come with John and get Cassie. We're gonna fix things. Sure. Okay. Yes, Arthur. Good morning. I was wondering if you could kill John Davis. She stepped aside when the phone call started, and I rapidly got submerged in my own thought again. Hmm. I wonder. I wonder why. I wonder how. No, that's not even the lyrics. she insists. She insists that I must attend college in Cassie's place, but I have no clue on how to behave or what to do there at all. Even if I do get to see her there, it's still unknown territory. And I think Hole is a good reference for a common college student, unless they all really look like they're stressed, sleepy, or moody all the time. John, what? Okay, John. Okay, so you basically describe your sister in 3 words: stressed, sleepy, moody, right? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. Come on. I mean, all is not that bad. I'm sure there's a reason behind why she's not that close to John anymore. And I still wonder. Still wonder what could have happened between John and Holly. The Davis, the Davis, the Davis. What's happened between the Davis? Why is Holly and John doesn't talk anymore? What could have happened between the two Davis? Okay, never mind. If I want to follow my original plan, then I'd have to intercept her before she arrives there. The rendezvous could happen either at the university gates or right before she leaves home. Oh, so are we going to university gates to meet her at university gates, or are we going to your house first, John? Your house or the university? Which one we're going? Can we choose? Can you give me like the path choosing thing? But how do I escape Elizabeth's radar? She's been too stubborn, and I'm not likely going to convince her in the next few minutes. In the next few minutes, I'll be meeting with a. No. Unless I can change her mind. As I went through the possibilities, an obvious but risky option popped in my mind. I opened the purse I was carrying and reached for the fully charged device with my hand. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're gonna mind control. You're gonna mind control Elizabeth. With this, I could hypothetically turn Elizabeth into a copy of Cassie, and she'd be able to take her place, or mine in this case. Then I'd be free to go home and get to Holly before she leaves. Okay, hold up here. If we use the device, there's a chance that it's gonna run out of battery again, and I do not want that to happen. Okay, like we need to return to your body too, not just like go around and help people like copying stuff like that. So I suggest we just go to university. We talk to Holly there. Well, probably wouldn't work since Casey and Elizabeth's not there. Well, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen here, guys. Can you guys give me like? Can this game give me like choosing path thing? I'm pretty sure she wouldn't like it, but if I succeed with Holly, it would have been for a greater good. Or I could just simply lie to her and flee the college grounds as soon as I finished talking with my sister. But Casey wouldn't be attending her morning classes, and she'll probably find out about that sooner or later. I don't think Cassie will kill you, John, but I'm not too sure if that's a good idea. you're probably gonna ruin Cassie's Cassie's tending record. So yeah. After a rather short call, Elizabeth finally hung up the phone and walked toward me like she had something important to communicate. But before she could notice, I hid the device back in the handbag with a swift move. Oh, here it is. Okay, okay. Let's take a guess. Let's predict what's gonna happen. Okay, so I don't think if you change the copy of Cassie, then there will be two Cassie, and we're gonna waste an energy from the remote from the device, alien remote thing, and then we're probably gonna stuck like this for a while. There's so many risks in changing her into Cassie's. Alright, the driver said it is a couple blocks from here, and I've also prepared the notebooks and supplies you'll be using. Thanks, Elizabeth. Really helpful. Regardless of what I choose, she's going to get mad at me one way or another. Elizabeth, how familiar are you with Cassie's academic activities? Good question. Elizabeth. I regularly go there, so I would say I'm quite familiar with the university ground, and I'm well aware of her class schedule, though I lack some details about her college social circle. Social circle? What is that, dude? Can I Google that? Where's my phone? Social circle. Social circle. Social circle. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's continue then. Wait a minute. Wait, I just noticed. Oh, Cassie's wearing a necklace with the love symbol. Wait, this is a mystery here. Cassie wearing a love necklace. I can see a little symbol there. So does that mean Cassie's taken? Whoa, Cassie. Break up with your boyfriend right now. Okay? You need to date John? Nah, just kidding. There's no way Cassie and John would end up together. Considering their age, the difference between the age. Cassie's the same age as Holly, right? And how old is Holly? Wait, hold on. Character DB. Holly Davis. Okay. John's older sister. Doesn't seem to see the age here. Cassandra Casey Wright. Still no age. John Davis. John is the main character of the story, an all-around average guy. Nah, never mind. All the information you're going to need is written on a note I placed in your purse earlier. You can give it a better look on your trip there. On my trip there, huh? On my trip there. On my trip there. What should I do on my trip there? So you already give me the information. I think it would be smarter if Elizabeth just go as Cassie, but that also has a disadvantage because it will use a couple of batteries. So I really don't know here what to do. Uh oh, out of the blue, a sudden car horn coming from outside cut my sentence short, and I immediately knew I was running out of time and needed to make a decision. Okay, we're gonna make a decision, huh? Oh, he's here. Oh, is Arthur here? The name Arthur, right? I wonder if he's in here. Nope. Wait a minute. Carrie, This is the stalker. Who is this though? Chris Reinhardt. I don't think I've seen her. I've seen him. I don't think I've ever seen her before. Maria Grant. Oh, this is Eric's girlfriend, right? Aline Mel Lerner. Nina Hubbard. Phila Hubbard. Rachel Clark. Okay, any more people we know here? Jack Mallory. John Davis. John Katrina. Yuna Yui. Wait, did we not meet Natsumi yet? Oh, we do. Oh, he's okay. Are you going, John? The sound act as a catalyst for my hand to withdraw the device one more time. It was now or never. I knew I had to choose. Oh, we have to choose. Okay. Force Elizabeth to fill in for Cassie. Lie to Elizabeth. Okay. You know what? We're gonna end this video right here, and I'm gonna let you guys vote in the comments. Should we force Elizabeth to fill in for Cassie or lie to Elizabeth? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!